Hello, I'm Mr. Proper. No, of course I'm not. My name is Jürgen Rinelli and I'm a software consultant. I'm specialized in endpoint management. And speaking of Mr. Proper, the analogy is not really wrong because in my job, in my daily business, I am trying to keep the house clean. So this is a daily hard job, keeping every room clean, keeping any endpoint clean. So I would like to show you in a short overview my tools to get this job done easy, intuitive, and mostly automatic. Have fun watching. Hi, here we are in the product from ManageEngine, Endpoint Central. This is my tool, my choice for cleaning up every endpoint, keeping them up, running and safe. So I'm going to give you only a really short overview of the features of this product. Detailed videos you always can get from ManageEngine and from all the partners worldwide. In Germany there is a big channel with a lot of how-to videos and presentations. So all the links you will find down in the description of this video. Right, Endpoint Central, some basics are important, of course. I'm doing the access through Firefox, so there's no console software needed. And this system is running on a PostgreSQL database, really performant. You don't need to choose MS SQL. You can always migrate, but there is no need for it, despite you go over 10,000 clients. Right. To secure Endpoint Central, there are different ways you can use third-party certificates. There's a technical based login. So when you go on admin, you have to add some technicians, and those can, of course, be secured through two-factor authentication. Let's go into the Home tab, just giving a short overview. We have a summation of all of the building. You can have here the hardware and the software lifecycle, and yeah, the dashboard showing what's going on in our house, and below always some helpful links, and even a chat with as a first approach for support with the vendor ManageEngine. Let's go into configurations. These are some special, some configurations you can get for Windows, Mac and Linux. So you can work with Windows, Mac and Linux machines, and you will always need an agent. It's an agent-based program. So configurations, yeah, you can see this is something you usually would publish through GPOs, through the Active Directory, but you do not need only Active Directory approach here. You can add even work groups, so this is coming really handy. You can put those all together even into collections and have startup scripts running, every such thing. So script repository, of course, you can add your own scripts, and there is a large template database for scripts for different OSs, Windows, Mac and Linux. Then let's get into the real big job, daily job, cleaning up, keeping everything running. This is done through the patch management. Within the patch management, let's have a look. What can I patch? There is the patch database. you can patch Microsoft. You do not need the Vesos anymore. You can do it within here, everything. And there is a large third-party update database behind. And drivers and BIOS, depending on the version you license. Mac and Linux can be patched too. Patches will be summarized after the agent scans and into a missing patches tab, so it is easy. Just get in there, have a look what's missing, on which machines it is missing. You will see is a reboot necessary or not, or a patch rollback supported from the patch or not. There are different possibilities. You always can publish a patch even if it is not approved. Approved patches is the only way to publish automatically. So you always can publish patches even manually. This is a simple dialog. Just click on it, install, publish, and yeah, everything is pre-filled. You can publish into a self-service portal, even the patches, yes, and you just choose a deployment policy. It's the when and how, yeah, and then just click on deploy and the patch will be rolled out. That's all behind it. This is the manual way of patching. You always can decline, of course, a patch or even a patch family, or even for a group of computers and everything. Right, talking about automatisms. I don't want to walk in every room to clean up every client manually. So I'm putting some automatisms in place. This is easily done through the deployment tab, where you can work with test groups. You add some test machines into a group with key users and such, and then you just choose what to publish automatically on that test clients, and yeah, when will it be patched. Yeah, you even can say after a few days from vendor release, choose a deployment policy, the when and the how. Yeah, and then you just click on automatically approve tested patches after, let's say, a couple of days, 3 days. So when there is every patch installed successfully on that missing machines, then the patch will be approved automatically. So then an automatic patch rollout can happen. So you do not even have to test every patch on your own. This can be done through an automatism. And there is the automate patch deployment policy later. You can get into place, publish the patches, the approved patches automatically on all the endpoints. You choose here the severity. You could do only critical and important patches, for example. Just choose critical and important. You can select every application. You can do exceptions or just specific. Same way with the third-party patches. Then you can choose two, and you can, let's say, Citrix Workspace, no automatic patching, or some Java versions or whatever. Yeah, antivirus driver updates, you can do them too automatically through Endpoint Central. You can do a deployment. You can say here, yeah, the approved patches will be deployed automatically after a specific amount of days after release or approval. From critical and important patches, I always go 0 days after approval. So, and the next step would be the deployment policy. Even here you can choose a self-service portal publishment, or you choose a deployment policy. Just build the when and the how. This are the maintenance windows. If you want to inform all your users, yeah, right now and that time don't enter the room, I'm going to clean up the room or such. Then you can do it. You could do a pre-reboot, put a script running prior the deployment, even after the deployment. Reboot, yes, no. Such things you can configure within the deployment policy. And yeah, the next would be the targeting. The targeting is really easy, choosing remote offices or domains. Yeah, going into remote office or domain, you just you can select here filters. You have custom groups, AD groups and such. I don't have an Active Directory integrated here, so I'm not able to show you the Active Directory filters. And you can exclude here targets in the same manner like choosing targets. Exclusion of targets is a cool thing because some endpoints, they do not have to get under any circumstances patches or such. So I can exclude them within a group. Yeah, so keeping my mind clear. And you can exclude as many you want, and you can choose targets as many you want. This is really cool. Yeah, of course you can get some notifications, but then we will have a dashboard showing us each progress of each automatism. So sending always notifications is getting my inbox even more filled up. Right, that's about the patching, about the automatism, and an easy task. Yeah, once implemented, it will run. You will have here your dashboards. You will see what is going, what is not going, and you just get into the errors. Just have a look what's not working, and after a while, just get into missing patches, build up your filters, and have a look what is still not approved, so that you can work on them. So that's about the automatic patching, really easily done in this Endpoint Central. There's a software deployment. Even here, it is really easy through the templates. There's a huge template database. Yeah, let's say here, over 80,000 templates for different software, different operating systems. A template is, yeah, in enterprise enrollment, we do want that the patches, that the software will be deployed without interruption. And we do need silent install switches. We will need, of course, the full installer. All the way down the road here, in the web pages, you find only these download installers and silent install switches. You get to get into contact with the support or some searching in forums or something. And ManageEngine helped us there tremendously, giving us the silent install switches and the full installer. This is not hosted with ManageEngine or somewhere. This is a direct link to the software vendors. Yeah, and as you see, the install switches, they are not the same. Okay, and building up from a template, a package is done by a click, and then you just go in there, action, install software computer, same dialog like in the patches. With let's say a small program downloaded easily and fast, of course, the 7-zip, you would have it in 3 minutes installed on the first computer. So really fast. Self-service portal is in here too, so each customer or each user could install the software on his own out of the self-service portal. Not only installing, even a repair function is in there, even a uninstall function. So even here, you give the user tools on their hand to clean up their mess on their own. Right. Inventory, of course, there is an inventory. We need to have an overview of what's going on. There's the hardware summary, there's the software licensee, and we have a lot of informations about each computer, about the assets, about hardware, about monitors, what's on there, and physical memory, what's in and what could we do, software, USB audit and such. There's a lot of asset management too. You even could prohibit software or block executables and such things. So blocking things prior entering the room. Yeah. Okay, then of course there's an OS deployment, only working in this case with Windows and only working with imaging process. Yeah, you can do domain joins and you can create bootable media with PXE, USB and ISO. Mobile device management. Yeah, of course there are not only laptops or desktops somewhere. We do have even the mobile devices. You could manage within Endpoint Central even those devices. So this is done with, let's get into enrollment. Yeah. Apple, Android, Windows and Chrome devices. You could include Apple Business Manager and a lot of other things. And you can manage, bring your own devices. You can have a self-enrollment. You can have supervised devices, containerization, and you can, with profiles, you could restrict things on the devices. There's a huge amount of things you can configure and how to manage your mobile devices. Tools. Yeah, tools. I love the tools. There's remote control, system manager, remote shutdown, wake on LAN, chat, announcement, and system tools. The remote control is a cool part. You can connect even through terminal sessions. Yeah, and if you connect here, you have you see on the computer with like TeamViewer or whatever. Yeah, you get into the user into the user session when the user confirms. And there are a lot of tools within the remote control shortcuts, so you can start easily control panel or such with one click. You do not need to get into the GUI. And there is the system manager. You do not even need all the time to disturb someone. You could go over the system manager. Yeah, you can go into the task manager by seeing every process running on that system. You can kill those processes from here. You have a task scheduler. You could rename the computer. You can see what services are installed on that system, with what log on user, with what in what state is it, and you even could start, stop, or change the mode. Command prompt, PowerShell, registry, a lot of stuff in that toolbox, and you do not need to disturb your user. There's remote shutdown, of course, with more actions, log off, standby, even scheduling is possible. Wake on LAN is possible to implement through Endpoint Central. Yeah, and there's even a scheduler for Wake on LAN. There's the chat. Yeah, even with voice call and video call. This voice call and video call is from Enterprise Edition on. And there is an announcement. You even can create announcements. Listen, our Exchange server is down, so don't call us. We're on it, and we will inform you when it's back on. So such things you can put out. Even the system tools, they hide some cleanup tasks, what you can automate. And there is, of course, a big reporting with scheduled reports, custom reports, query reports, because there's always the owner of the building want to have some reports from me, from the housekeeper. So I can schedule them, filter them, and send them automatically to them. I can put in custom reports with the report builder or query reports. And best of all, there are a lot of inbuilt reports already. As well as Active Directory reports. Yeah, I'm not able to show it. I do not have an Active Directory here. But yeah, computer reports, OU reports, yeah, user reports by having a look on unused user accounts or such. Yeah, group reports, domain reports. And yeah, there is as well the security features you can add to Endpoint Central. These are a device control, a BitLocker management, endpoint DLP, anti-ransomware, an application control, an app control where you can work with whitelists, strict lists, blacklists, even a privileged management. When there is a software, just to run, it needs a local admin. This is crazy, but you can even choose this application, giving this application a privileged right, so you can remove from your user those local admin rights. Perfect! So, and there's a browser security on board too within the Endpoint Security add-on with browser restrictions and add-on management and such things. The device control is something, I would like to mention in a second. Here you can work with policies, trusted device groups, and if you work with a policy for Windows and Mac, it is working. You could say, for example, allow trusted devices only for removable storage, put in a trusted group and have file access settings, device access settings, only BitLock encrypted devices. Yeah, let's do that. File shadowing settings. Everything is possible here. Notifications, even a user within the his agent can ask for a time-based access. You can have a temporary access configured, of course, and this is something you could do for one computer, a specific computer, specific user in a fixed time frame, and for a specific device. Cool stuff. And then there is the threat management based on the patch management. This is something I want to show you too, because we have threats, we have more things. The threat is a software vulnerabilities where you could even sort that different. You will have patches, you would have informations about everything. You could have detected CVEs, affected systems with the scores, with fixes. You have zero-day vulnerabilities, what you could fix. You have system misconfigurations. Even there, you can deploy those configurations. And of course, there's another view. Okay, so there is high-risk software. It is end-of-life, peer-to-peer or remote desktop sharing. You will see when will it expire, or is it already expired. You would have web server misconfigurations with where you cannot push anything there, but you will have on your hand a description and a resolution. What should you do? You're not alone out there. So even this is possible to sort it so that you know where to search. Then there is a port audit. What is open, with which type, on which computers, and with which description. And of course you can have exceptions for each of those threats. Then there is another handy thing for all those audits out there. It's called compliance. I've done one just to show, to have something within in there with the Windows 11 system. There are built-in templates what you could add, server to 16 to 19, 22 to profiles. You can map them and have a test, for example, here in my thing. And I have here the scan policies. Let's have a look on that system, and you see those CIS reports, benchmarks, and let's have a look on the rules, on the errors. You see details. You can do some things. You can fix them. And those are good for your audit. Right, that's been the rushed overview of my preferred tool for endpoint management. So now, finished with my short overview, I hope I could get you an insight of my daily business in my washing kitchen. So there is something else I would like to share with you. You even can book me. You can book me over our German partner's website, Mikonova. The link is in the description of that video. And you can book me for workshops, presentations. You can book me in English, German, and even Greek language. So have fun trying out Endpoint Central. See you soon.